Hey, RecapSprint fans. Today we're recapping the intense and dramatic story of Our Fault. Prepare for a tale of lavish weddings, powerful businesses, and unexpected encounters where nothing is ever what it seems. Our story begins with Noah Moran at the airport. While browsing a magazine rack, she spots Nick's face on a publication announcing Lister Air, immediately hinting at the connection that will drive the plot. On the flight to Ibiza, she has a brief, awkward encounter with a man named Simon, accidentally spilling coffee on him. They bump into each other after landing, and Simon asks for her number, but Noah declines, creating an intriguing initial spark. Noah is in Ibiza for her friend Jenna's wedding. She discovers she will be the maid of honor and grows worried when she learns Nick will be the best man. Jenna insists their breakup is ancient history. At the wedding rehearsal, fate, or Jenna's planning, forces Noah to ride in Nick's car, leading to a tense and charged drive. The ceremony rehearsal, where they must link arms, underscores the awkwardness and simmering feelings between them. On the wedding day, Jenna and Lion tie the knot. At the party, Noah catches the bouquet. The live performance of the first dance song moves Nick, who glances at Noah with melancholy. Later, Noah and Nick are paired for a dance, and Nick remarks that everyone seems to be expecting something to happen between them. Alone, the building tension finally erupts, and they kiss, giving in to the moment. At dawn, Noah mentions reading his phrase in the cemetery, "I will always be your light in the dark." Nick confesses that when he closes his eyes, he sees her and him, recalling the betrayal that haunts him. Before leaving, Noah tells him she no longer sleeps with the light on, asserting that with time, you get over things. Back in her life, Noah finishes her studies. Unemployed, she is hit by a bicycle while handing out flyers and is taken to the hospital. There, she encounters Michael, a doctor under investigation for a past dismissal over a relationship with a student. Meanwhile, in London, Nick attends a critical meeting as his company faces serious financial problems. He advocates for a move into the metaverse as a chance to innovate and save the business. A few days later, Noah is driving and is surprised by a motorcyclist who calls her name. It's Simon. She speeds off, clearly wanting to avoid another encounter. Noah shows up for a job interview. Simon turns out to be the interviewer and owner of the company, which focuses on content in the metaverse, the same concept Nick is banking on. They recognize each other as the guy from the flight and the motorcyclist. Noah is embarrassed, but Simon smoothly moves past it, hinting at a connection. Months later, Noah is successfully working for Simon's company. Her flawless work on a presentation leads Simon to entrust her with a full redesign of their proposal to investors. Nick's company faces controversy due to layoffs. His partners advise him to divert attention. Nick then suggests to Sophia that they make their relationship official. She needs a public partner for elections and he can boost his image. Sophia agrees to the arrangement. Later, Noah and Simon share a dinner, a walk, and finally a kiss, though she insists on taking things slowly. Nick arrives unexpectedly at Simon's company as an investor. He finds Noah and Simon laughing after an arm wrestling contest, which Noah won. Nick is immediately uneasy. He confronts Noah, questioning her job and implying she's just serving coffee. Simon corrects him, pointing out that Noah drafted the strategic plan. Still skeptical, Nick demands a coffee. Nick assigns Noah minor tasks despite her talent, clearly trying to undermine her. He watches the closeness between Noah and Simon from his office, showing his growing discomfort. At a beauty salon, Noah tells Jenna she's considering giving Simon a chance, claiming she's over Nick. While talking, she sees a news story confirming Nick and Sophia's official relationship. Distracted, Noah spots her former professor, Michael, who reacts angrily, blaming her for ruining his life and begging her not to tell Nick. Distressed, Noah reaches out to Sophia to take responsibility and ease Michael's situation. At a family Christmas dinner, Nick is uneasy around Noah. A subtle exchange takes place when Noah, seeking revenge for his previous arrogance, stops him from leaving and asks for a coffee. A brief argument erupts between Nick and Will about Nick's handling of the company. A new policy banning personal relationships between employees is announced at Simon's company, a clear hint aimed at Noah and Simon. Simon confronts Nick, but Nick is dismissive. Noah hands Nick a resignation letter, choosing her relationship with Simon over the job. Nick, arrogant and provocative, questions her motives. Noah makes it clear he must accept her relationship with Simon. Before leaving, he warns her that even shock sometimes let their prey get away. Maggie, Will's daughter, insists on Noah accompanying her to meet her mother, Annabelle. They run into Nick at the meeting point. Annabelle asks to speak with Nick, revealing it's about Maggie. Annabelle confesses to Nick that she has leukemia and will give custody of Maggie to her father, William. Noah, noticing Nick's shocked silence, senses the gravity of the situation. Back home, Nick is devastated. He runs into Noah and takes her arm, asking her not to leave him alone that night, saying, "Nothing could be worse than spending the night apart from her." The next morning, Nick wakes up alone. Maggie tells him Noah left early, but kissed her goodbye. At the hospital for a checkup, a confused Noah is asked about iron supplements. The doctor then drops the bomb. Noah is 16 weeks pregnant, leaving her completely shocked. Michael, who works at the hospital, reviews Noah's medical records, finds the ultrasound, and confronts Sophia. He warns her how this pregnancy could affect her father's election campaign if it were revealed that his future son-in-law had impregnated his stepsister. Sophia is stunned. Later, at a party, Nick and Sophia appear together, as do Noah and Simon. Sophia tells Noah she spoke to Michael and that everything is resolved. Noah expresses concern about Nick's reaction. Sophia tells her that he did the right thing, as there are some things it's better for Nick not to know, leaving Noah thoughtful. Nick approaches Noah. She replies nonchalantly, saying she's feeling great. He admits he behaved irrationally at the company. Nick suggests she return to work, but she declines. When he asks why she left without saying anything the previous morning, Noah replies that she doesn't like being stood up twice. Noah begins to feel ill and heads to the bathroom. Nick follows her, stops her by the arm, and kisses her, confessing that this feeling has haunted him forever. Sophia watches them from afar. Noah makes the difficult decision to end her relationship with Nick, believing it's the best thing for both of them. Soon after, the pains of her pregnancy begin, forcing her to go to the emergency room. Hours later, Noah goes to Simon's house to confess something important. Meanwhile, Nick ends his relationship with Sophia. She is devastated but tells him the only one who truly needed him was Noah. On his way out, Nick calls Simon, who tells him he's decided to move to London, assuring him that there was nothing holding him back there anymore. At the hospital, Michael is forced to sign findings on a file, and he runs into Briar, who is happy to see him. Later, Jenna and Lion help Noah pack, as she is preparing to leave. Nick arrives unexpectedly and asks what she's doing. She tells him it's none of his business. Nick, desperate, tells her he wants to start over, just the two of them. Distraught, Noah confesses she is pregnant. Nick stops her, telling her he doesn't care, even if the child is Simon's. Noah starts the car to leave, but at that moment, Lion desperately screams that the baby is his. Nick, shocked, chases after them. During the chase, they stop, and a motorcyclist approaches Nick's vehicle, points a gun, and shoots him in the abdomen. Noah, horrified, goes to him. Nick wakes up in a hospital bed with his family and Noah by his side. Sometime later, Nick, Noah, and their son are resting together. Noah leaves the room. Waking up, Nick sees Briar holding the baby. She tells him with a disturbing smile that it is her turn to take care of him now. Noah hears Briar singing and runs to the room but is intercepted by Michael. A struggle ensues. Noah breaks free and runs to find Briar holding a knife, and the baby, telling her that the child is now hers. Michael follows and grabs a golf club to attack Nick. Nick manages to warn his dog, Thor, who charges at Michael, pushing him against a window and throwing him into the void. Noah snatches the knife from Briar and rescues the baby just as police sirens approach. Finally united and free of threats, Nick and Noah marry in a simple but emotional ceremony in front of their family and friends. And that brings us to the end of the long and turbulent story between these two lovers. What a roller coaster. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit that like button and subscribe to RecapSprint for more.